And I was kind of convicted actually by reading yours. I was like, maybe I should have some more information on my website about myself on there. Like yours is super thorough and good.
Nicole, do you have a
I
pretty
mean,
extensive bio?
I think is it 3 paragraphs?
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's excessive. I thought it was, I meant that honestly. Like I thought it was good. And
3
Thank you.
paragraphs.
Thank
yeah.
you, Nick.
Yeah.
3 paragraphs. Nick has 3 lines, he said, or 6 lines.
No, I think it's like 6 lines. It's a good pair. I think we can do more with it, Nick. I think we should enhance your
I agree.
like when I read you're from San Diego, like I wanted to know more.
Yeah, Coronado.
Anyways.
Where I graduated high school. So
Okay. See?
Yeah.
Why were you in Coronado?
Good question. My mom married my stepdad, who was in the Navy. Not he was a pilot, but he lived in Coronado, and then I moved there for my senior year of high school, and yeah, that's where I graduated from.
Oh, wow. So you moved there for your senior year of high school. Where were you before?
So I don't know how familiar you are with San Diego, but I started off in Fallbrook, so close to Pendleton, and then Oceanside, Carlsbad, Encinitas, Solana Beach, and then Coronado. So I kept going.
Have you ever been to Pizza Port?
Yeah, I love Pizza Port.
I love Pizza Port.
I'm trying to remember when I would go there, but yeah, I remember Pizza Port.
Cool.
Nick,
okay,
base show, let me just say this. He loves your jawline. Do you do anything specific for it? You do have a very pronounced jawline.
I was hoping that I wouldn't see the comments. I figured that would be awfully distracting, but I'll try to stay
You
dialed
focus on Nicole, and I'll handle the comments.
Yeah. I used to chew gum constantly. I eat a lot of food. I don't know besides that. Maybe
you chew your food.
I actually have been trying to chew my food more. That's so funny that you asked that, because I've read how important it is for digestion and been trying to help things. So I've been trying to go 20 chews before and then I realized how I typically do not at all,
Did you say 20 chews?
Yeah, you should try it sometime. It's out of control.
I'm not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it'll help your jawline, Dave.
There you go.
I know. That's a lot of chews.
Wait, before every bite or for every bite?
For every bite.
It's an objective.
Wow.
I mean, I definitely don't do it, but I've heard that's what you should do.
I listened to this podcast that I don't even remember, but it was basically about all the passive ways to just use more energy, and then it was talking about the difference between people that just drink their food versus chewing your food.
Wow, really getting into the details
there.
Yeah.
So you're building muscle and you're expending energy just by chewing your food. Okay, wow. But let's dive in.
Not why I expected this to start.
Okay, so I read on your bio. So you moved to Nashville, CrossFit Breakthrough, but you moved to Nashville in 2012 from San Diego. Was that right? And
That's
then
right.
Over 5 years you worked there, and then you ended up buying the gym.
So I moved to Nashville in 2011, started doing Olympic style weightlifting. I just saw a power clean on YouTube and thought it was cool and wanted to be good at it. So I foolishly tried to train myself in it for a year or 2 years. And then a friend of mine was doing CrossFit and invited me. They're like, oh, you do snatch, you do clean and jerk, so do we. So she invited me to CrossFit Barefoot at the time in 2014. So I'd been in Nashville for 3 years, had always been super into fitness, super into working out all my life. Actually, when I was in high school in Coronado, I wanted to be a SEAL. I was really into sports and running and swimming and mostly just benching and pull-ups, but then eventually got into power cleans and squats once I moved here. And
use your legs.
Yeah, use my legs. And tried CrossFit, and I loved it immediately. I loved everything about it. I was way better at it than I was at Olympic weightlifting, because it's just, you had to be so strong. And I was okay strong, but not that strong.
Yeah, that's interesting, because not that. Yeah, of course. Yes, I laughed at Matt's comment too. I see Dave's main role right now is just putting up the comments. So it's good, Nick.
Hold on, I want to say one thing quickly before your question, Nicole. We met. You came by the affiliate gathering we had. No, not. I've met you, Nicole. I'm talking. I'm talking to Nick.
No, I was
Nick,
yes, you've met Nick.
Nick, you came by the affiliate discussion we had when we were in Nashville for the executive meeting, right?
Oh,
I did.
He's a little. What was that?
Excited. Yeah, I loved it. I remember being super excited, and afterward leaving feeling like I talked way too much and should have shut up and listened more. But it was a really good time. I was meeting you there.
Yep, I recognize the jawline.
So to answer your question, I love this. You guys are just gassing me up so far. I'm ready for some negative comments. I was hoping I'd see some, learn to deal with that.
Man.
Yeah, so I was a member here for about 5 where I started coaching because I had already been doing some personal training and had been really into working out. And so need more. That's my best friend right there.
Don't look at the comments yet. I'll tell you when to look.
Yeah. So I was coaching here pretty soon after starting as a member, coached here for a couple years, and then purchased the gym in 2017. So I'd been a member / coach for about 2.5 years. And then as a 24-year-old jumped into negotiating the purchase of the gym, and been about a week ago was 8 years. So the 21st was 8 years of ownership.
Okay. So you're 24 and you decide you want to buy a gym. Did you ever think you were going to be a small business owner?
It kind of, I listened to an interview of somebody you did recently, and he kind of said how it just sort of happened almost. I think growing up, I loved working out, loved training myself, loved training other people. I loved numbers and business and growing. And then eventually, like through high school and my early 20s and early adulthood, I started getting really into volunteering in my church. And so I came to really love people and trying to help people. And as soon as I joined CrossFit Barefoot in 2014, I kind of realized that this was the sort of place where I could do all the things that I loved in one. So like helping people, seeing people grow both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. In a CrossFit gym, you get to see the entire person. And I also realized that I didn't like being told what to do from a boss, not in like a real negative way. Everybody in my family is a business owner. My dad's a business owner, grandpa's a business owner. And I think we're kind of just wired to, to enjoy that, the challenges of it and the benefits. And so no, I didn't intentionally set out to buy a gym to be a gym owner. It just kind of happened one step after the next, kind of grew in authority and favor in the community, and people were interested in what I had to say. And so when the previous owner seemed like he was kind of ready to be done, I just brought it up. And I thought, I just said, like, if you'd ever be interested in selling the gym, I'd be interested in buying, which was a really scary conversation, scary topic to bring up. But I think it was a relief to him. And so it worked out for both of us.
Okay. So you're 24. What were you doing for work before then? You were coaching full time at the gym before, or did you have other stuff you were doing too?
Yeah. So I left college after only a semester and moved to Nashville with my mom and stepdad. Stepdad is from here, so that was the Nashville connection. I moved here with them, just lived very simply, very cheaply, and got super obsessed, honestly, with the Olympic weightlifting that I was trying to pursue, and then also getting really involved volunteering in the youth ministry in my church. And so I had a job, but the job was just to allow me to do those things that I was interested in. So I was working at a UPS store as few hours as I needed to per week in order to pay bills so that I could do the things that I loved, which was hanging around the church with students and then lifting weights and napping between weightlifting sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you're 24, you buy the gym. What did you know you wanted to do? Like, you buy the gym, did you have like a vision of like, okay, this is what I'm going to change? Or was it kind of like, oh, I got to start figuring this out?
Dave, are members good owners? They have a passion for the lifestyle. That's a good question.
I told you not to worry about the comments yet.
Well, yeah, it kind of goes with what she's asking. I was just telling this, I got a haircut yesterday for this, very important special interview that I have. And so I talked about this topic with the barber yesterday, and how, like, as a 24-year-old, I think leaving college early, always being surrounded by people older than me, I think I thought I was mature for my age, or I always was told that I was mature for my age. And maybe I was, but I think I was definitely a little overconfident, bordering on cocky, in thinking that I knew more than I did when I bought the gym, for sure, which I'm sure is a very common experience. I think a lot of times when people work somewhere or participate in anything, Dave, I'm sure you can attest to this very well. Like, the people think they know everything, right? Like the athletes think they can do it better. Like they would program better. They wouldn't do this. They wouldn't do that. And I think I fell into that a bit, and I didn't know what I didn't know. And so I think the last 8 years has been like a massive humbling as I've grown. So like, as I've come to know more, I've actually like come to realize all that I don't know more and more, right? Like, and that's kind of how it goes. And so I think I came in with a few changes that I knew I wanted to make, and I think they helped. But honestly, it was like survival for the first maybe 6 months or so. And I was super underwater just with so many of the things with the transition. It was very, very hard, but thankfully we did grow the first couple of years pretty strong, and which I was super grateful for. It was hard leading a team as a young person. That was definitely one of the challenges. So we grew for a couple of years, and then 2020 hit, and I got punched in the face for 2 years straight, over and over and over again. So, but we're rebuilding now.
Souza, leaving college early. I'm going to use that. It sounds better than dropout, which is what I did.
Yeah. Now it's cool to not go to college. I like to think that I was a little bit early to it.
Early adopter.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, thank God I did not.
I mean, so when you look like, so what are you, like 32 now?
I'm 33. Yeah.
33. So, I mean, when you look at like your experience from being 24 to 33, owning a small business and kind of working your way through that, like, I don't know, what do you like about owning a small business? Like that's not the CrossFit side.
It's not specifically CrossFit. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you think about your peers and like what they're doing, like what do you like about the lifestyle of being a small business owner?
I'm looking outside of people that are maybe going to walk into the gym, hoping that they don't right now.
That's okay. They can join.
Yeah. I don't think not to judge, I don't think they would have been a prospective member, but you never know.
Oh, Chase took a jab. Look at that, aging like Rory McKernan over here. I think he's
about me. I think that's a positive, right? Rory's a beautiful man.
No, he is a beautiful person, but I think it's because your hair is gray. No.
Why did I think positive initially? I should have known that it was about the gray. If it wasn't for my haircut yesterday, it would have been even grayer. Hey.
Damn, 30. You have sorry to just
no, come on.
Conversation. Chase caused this. Yeah, that is like Rory, because Rory got gray really early.
I remember where that's when my first gray hair was pointed out to me. I was 18 years old and I was on a boat, and this girl pointed to my head. She's like, "You have a gray hair." I was like, "No, I don't. I don't have a gray hair."
What is that?
I know.
That's amazing. That's a great story.
Oh, thank you, Chase.
Sorry.
Chase, sneaky big. I remember meeting him at Mayhem, being like, "That dude is taller and bigger than I realized."
He is very big. He is tall and he is stout. He's got some muscle on him. Not Chase, Rory.
Not Chase.
Yeah, to be clear, Chase, no muscle. What do I love about it? It's hard to divorce it from CrossFit, right? Because I've never owned a business besides CrossFit, but gosh, there's so many things. Yesterday, I told somebody that one of the things I like most about it, when they asked me, and this might be CrossFit specific, but my life is integrated. And some people might want to separate like business and personal life. I actually like the mine's all in one. So my friends are here, my work is here, my hobby is here, and I love that. As long as you don't make a mess of it, right? I guess it could make it really bad. But I love that my life, Monday through Saturday, pretty much all day, is in the same place with the same group of people. And it's just so enjoyable. I love that. Like when I wake up in the morning, this is worth like an infinite amount. And I tell people this all the time. I was talking with the barber who owns his shop yesterday. He was saying the same thing. When I wake up at 3:30 or 4 or 4:30 in the morning, like I don't dread it at all. I'm excited to get out of bed, to get in my truck, drive to the gym, and open up the doors at 5 a.m. or whenever I'm coming in. And as somebody that absolutely dreaded going to school, dreaded Monday, obviously I left early. I wasn't a big school guy. The value of not, like, I don't dread Monday at all. I look forward to Monday. It's like I'm resting Sunday and I'm eager for Monday to start. And that is just the amount of like life happiness, fulfillment that gives is just massive. So there's a million things I love so much about it.
That's awesome. I mean, I think that's unique in a lot of ways. from a small business perspective. I think there's a lot of people that like, you get up, go to a job they don't love, sit at a desk, right? You're physical, you're up and out of you're not sitting at a desk all day long. You're using your body, you're around people, you're like having like, in-person conversations with people. I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes on the small business side in a CrossFit gym,
Yeah. And you get to use so many different, I mean, not that all these would be like talents of mine, but I get challenged in a ton of different areas, right? Like I may not be very organized, but I need to learn to get organized. Like if I want to be creative, I can do a creative project. There can be physical, right? Like I have to learn to do things around the gym. And so you kind of have to, well, I guess some people may delegate better than I do, but wear a lot of different hats and learn a lot of different things, which I enjoy. And I like that. I guess this would go for business ownership in general, that if I want it to grow, if I want to make more money or have more success or just improve it, I feel like I have the ability to. I think maybe if somebody is working a job, hopefully they feel like they can have an impact on where they are.
Right.
But I feel like my inputs can create outcomes, which is nice.
That's an interesting perspective, because I think a lot of people feel in their careers or their jobs that like they can't have an impact, right? Like they're kind of like, they're stuck with like what they do might not go up the chain, but like with whatever you do, right? Whatever you choose to do or not do, that's interesting. Like it does have a direct impact on, like you can see what's happening with it, whether it worked or it didn't. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, two things, and then maybe we'll do some questions because I know Dave's gonna pitch you all these different questions. But what are two things as an affiliate owner that keep you up at night?
This might not be the perfect answer, but my recurring nightmare is that I'm about to coach a class, or I'm coaching a class, and I like can't get the timeline to work. So it's like, let's say it's Fran and the time cap is 7 minutes. It's like I keep warming them up or keep doing things, and it's 58 minutes into class, and I'm like, oh my gosh, why haven't I started it yet? And it just like, why am I doing this timeline so terribly? So that's my recurring.
Amazing.
Yeah. And
amazing.
Then, yeah, two things. Thankfully, it's so drama free right now. I would say that
that's
typically,
great.
Yeah. But if there's like interpersonal drama or like with staff or something like that,
those are hard.
That would be the hard thing.
What was the workout program today?
Jeffrey Jensen. That is the biggest OG of OGs from CrossFit Barefoot way back in the day. That was the guy.
Oh, sweet.
That was the guy I was chasing when I started here. He was the fittest dude when I got here. And
oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that guy's a real one. What's up, Jeff? The workout of the day today.
Yeah.
Dave, I've heard you kind of talk about partner workouts. It seems like you don't really like them, but we could talk.
No, I'm good with them. But keep going. Let's hear this. We'll have the discussion.
Today's workout, we're doing a little bit of accessory work beforehand, some single leg kettlebell deadlifts, and then some overhead squat mobility. So overhead squats to the PVC pipe and SOTS press. It's kind of accessory work, but it's also just kind of priming them for the workout. And then the partner workout, I'm not going to read the board because I know it, so I should just be able to say it. 70/55 echo bike calories, 70 power snatch at 135.95, 70/55 echo bike calories, 70 push jerk at 135.95, 70/55 echo bike calories. So
teams of two.
Teams of two. Yeah. Split however you want. Yeah. It's like 16 to 24 minutes.
I like it.
What so that's your own programming. You guys don't follow any programming provider.
Correct. Yeah. We program ourselves. Over the years, we've had several different coaches program. I've programmed, kind of swapping back and forth. I'm currently doing it the last like 5 or 6 months or so.
Why do you like programming, or what's the reason that you decide to stick with it yourself? Because I know some people are like, hey, I follow a programming provider because I got tired of programming and it just frees up some time.
Yeah.
What's your reason?
Mm-hmm. I mean, the obvious benefits of it are like, your people, your community, your space, your equipment, your layout. So that's like probably the number one, I think. And we do like different events and different like quarterly big workouts that we call like our breakthrough melees. And so sometimes we'll try to like build toward those things or different cycles that kind of fit with our gym calendar. And then also it's been a way for coaches maybe to make money over the years, or honestly for me, a big reason why I started doing it 5 or 6 months ago, maybe it was less than that, is I was so like, I've dealt with some really, really significant spine injuries over the years, starting in high school. And it's just kind of 23 to 25 were really, really hard years. And there were multiple reasons, but I wanted an outlet. Like I wasn't able to really work out. I wasn't able to do so many of the things that I enjoyed in the gym and that people enjoyed in the gym. And I wanted to feel kind of connected with my people and what was going on, because I wasn't able to take class and do stuff. And so for me, it was like fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but I would say mostly it's just because we know our people.
Yeah. And do you guys run? No, go ahead, Dave.
What level do you have?
I have a 3. I got that a couple of years ago, and I started, I think, when I really stopped being able to work out it was after quarterfinals of 23. It was good. I just studied and read so much, and I've always been like into CrossFit. Like I watched a lot of the shows, I've read a lot of the stuff, but I really got into the journal and probably can quote every Greg thing there's ever been, and stuff like that. And so I've got a 3. We've got a few 1s here. We've got a 2. Our head coach here, Nate, who is awesome. If I were you, I would recruit him for seminar staff. Not that I want to lose him, but he would absolutely crush it. He's an incredible coach.
We don't take him away forever. They don't they still
just
get
for the
work
weekend.
Just like, yeah, it's gone. Hey, that could be a good idea. Honestly, he's the man. And then, but it's on pause right now, right? Nicole, I saw that you kind of run the 4 evaluation.
It's coming back. Okay. It's coming, or well, it's close. I think there's some beta updates right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I know they were testing it because I texted James Hobart the other day because they were testing something with the emails, and it said, James Hobart, you failed. And then like a minute later, it was like, congrats, you've passed. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you passed, or you failed level 4. Yeah, so that'll be something good to pursue.
Is the 3 on pause? Because me and Nate have talked about how he was maybe getting
his
level
3. So you can still do the 3.
Yeah, you can still take
the
3.
Same test. Okay.
Yeah. Same test. It gets like a refresh every 3 years. But yeah.
What's the Sevon comment here?
Yeah, let's dive into comments now. Let's change
some
direction.
questions here.
So Teffy's, thanks for watching, Teffy. She's seminar staff.
Hey,
Teffy. She lives in Mexico. She runs a gym down there. Great trainer. Souza, he's a level 10. Thanks. So Sevon, he planted this, or he asked this question, how'd you hurt your spine? But really, when he asked that question, what he was doing there, he was being really critical of me, because he says in my interviews, whenever I have these interviews, he's like, you never ask good follow-up questions. So I asked you about the programming, and you mentioned how you got into the programming and that you hurt your back. And then as you were going, I know he was sitting back there waiting for me not to ask that question so he could ask that question. Then later on, when we talk today, he could be like, see, you don't ask good follow-up questions. I had to ask the questions.
In fairness,
I know how you hurt your back. You hurt your back through weightlifting.
Well, Dave, you shouldn't assume that. This is a very safe thing that we do. I will say, in fairness to
I don't mean CrossFit. I mean weightlifting, just pursuing weightlifting.
It wasn't high school sport?
So originally golf, yeah. So I was really into high school golf, twisting. So it was there's a bunch of different things with my back. I'm super, super thankful for where it's at right now. So I don't want to speak negatively of my back, because I've been able to do more working out in the last few months than I've done in years. So I'm super grateful for it. But a bunch of different things, spondy, pars defect, lots of other stuff. But originally high school golf. So golf, even when it was over the years, like golf was the thing I could clean and jerk, whatever. But the twisting was the main thing. Yeah, Dave, I answer questions so all over the place that if you followed everything that I said, it would be a 3-hour Sevon interview. And that's not what we're doing here. So.
I was going to ask you if you listen to the show, but I don't want to ask you that. Sevon, let's go to this comment. He said, if he owned a gun, then the next line, he said, gym. If he owned a gym at 24, he broke the golden rule. And then Matt Souza said, what's the golden rule? Is that of course he said that. And then Sevon said, Everybody knows the golden rule for gym owners. So here I have two successful gym owners on the phone. We have Sevon, who's never owned an affiliate or gym, saying there's a golden rule for gyms. You two probably don't know what he's talking about, right?
I do know what he's talking about. And I'm going to, in the words of Dave Castro, we should just, move on probably to the next topic, right? I think I know what
because you listen to his show. So that's probably why you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Sevon's the man. I think I know what he's talking about, but it's a good rule. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good rule. I would
you didn't break it.
No.
Is it inappropriate for this audience for you to tell us what it is? If it's a Sevon thing, it's probably inappropriate.
I
think you want to be careful who you get involved with and how you get involved with as anybody at the gym, right? Or anybody anywhere. I think that's probably what he's hinting at. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I don't know that one.
Dave is almost 50 and no gray hairs. Is he a lizard person? I'm not a lizard, and I do have a few gray hairs coming out. So they're creeping, but they're not like Nick or Rory. Let's see, what else do we have here?
I get encouraged every month when I read I read like a proverb a day. There's 31 days in the month. There's 31 proverbs, and one of them talks about I should know this, like a crown of glory being your gray hair, and like how it's a sign of like wisdom and honor. And it's a nice little boost every month as I get a little sad about my gray hair. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but maybe it also helped you when you said you were like young at 24, and everyone saw you as this like young person. Like, how much can you relate to them? Maybe it just gives you a little like street cred off the bat. Like, what is this 32-year-old going to tell me? It's like,
he does have gray hair. So,
yeah. So maybe he knows more,
There you go.
Dave, are members good owners? They have a passion for the lifestyle. So before I answer that, why don't I ask the two gym owners on this call? So Nicole, what do you think of that question?
Are members good owners? Like, do they become good owners? I mean, I think they can. Absolutely. I mean, if I had to, actually, that's an interest. Is that what you mean? Like, can members become good gym owners?
Yeah. I mean, I would say, go ahead.
I think they can. I mean, I think about this, like, if we have no plans to, but if we ever sold Roots, I mean, someday we will. I almost feel like it would be a disservice to sell it to somebody that wasn't part of our community, because they understand like the traditions and like how things, just all the little intricacies of like the things we do and our culture and things like that. I think it would be potentially hard to sell it to somebody that was coming totally from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think?
Nick?
Me?
Yeah,
I totally agree with that answer. I think like even when I purchased the gym, I think his list of proper candidates was probably pretty short, because if it also depends like how much you care about it. Like if you're just trying to get the biggest sale price possible, like maybe you could go outside and get somebody that doesn't, but then even then I don't think it's really going to work, because a lot of people are going to leave and they're not going to be able to, the value of the gym is so much in like the buy-in of the members. And so if it's being sold to somebody that they don't know, they might just leave. And so therefore the gym's not super valuable. So I agree. Like, I would, like, if I were to sell the gym, I would definitely start with who loves Breakthrough, who's going to care for it, who's going to lead it in the direction, kind of build upon this foundation and bring it somewhere good. Cause we care about it, right? It's kind of our baby and we want it to succeed. So
it's almost like a responsibility, like as a small business owner, like if you're really going to build something that's like part of your community, right? Like your local community, you're not going to necessarily you're going to want to pass it on to somebody that is local and ingrained in what you do.
Yeah. For sure.
Where did you start CrossFit, Nicole?
A couple times in Virginia, and then it was Boulder CrossFit.
So there's the example. Both of you were, so basically the point there is both of you were members, and then you became great owners. I think absolutely the answer is, are members good owners? Yes, absolutely. I think a majority of our owners come from having been a member first, and that's how you really find the culture and find the community and decide how you want to make it your own. So yes, on that one.
I agree.
Let's say Matthew Souza. Nick, what's the single biggest lesson you learned that most impacted the gym?
Oh man, that is a good question. I feel like I more so think about lessons that I'm learning myself that help me operate it with more effectiveness and more peace. And I think one of the things I'm learning to finally grow in, and Dave, I'd actually be super interested to pick your brain on this, just because I think this is an area you're really excellent at, is just like letting things fall off of my shoulders or off of my mind. I think I can, whether it's something that somebody says that's untrue, or maybe even has a little bit of truth. Like if I messed up, which I definitely have, like I've made tons of terrible mistakes and broken plenty of rules, whether they're the golden one or not. And so, or just being accused of something that's not real, that somebody like believes something that is untrue, blames me for something that was not my fault, and just not letting that sit there, to like carry peace and kindness and the humility to not just care so much about what people are thinking of me. And I think all my life I have wanted to be respected. I've wanted to be like thought of highly, whether that was my fitness. I used to get annoyed. Jeff Jensen was in the comments. People used to think he was fitter than me when I had totally gone by him, and it used to bother me so much. I'd be like, I'm fitter than him. And so like when people would like believe things that weren't true or make accusations, it would just really, really weigh on me hard. But I think the last couple of years, especially, I've matured in that way, and it's allowed me to treat members better, to treat staff better, to be more forgiving, more patient, and just kind of learn to be a bigger. But I still have a long way to go in that. So like seeing Dave, especially these last couple of years, just an unbelievable amount of fire coming your way, and just you staying locked in and to what your mission is, or what, like, your daily task, or whatever it is. And even chances that you had to defend yourself. That's one thing that I noticed. Like, you would be asked questions on podcasts where you could have set the record straight and you didn't. And I thought that was really, really cool, and a level of maturity and wisdom and humility that I was like, I don't think I have that. I think I would, I think I would defend myself. I think I would. Anyway, so that's an area I have grown in that I think has helped the gym, but I want to continue growing in. That may not be the direction Matt was going with that question, but that's what came to my mind.
I think that speaks to a lot of affiliate owners. I think a lot of affiliate owners can relate to that.
Yeah.
Nick, what is your favorite workout to program, or favorite combination of movements to program together?
Ooh. I get told that I program toes to bar and double unders together a lot, but it's a good combo. First thing that just came to my mind was squat clean, toes to bar, double unders, which is an open workout. So I stole that from Dez. It's repeat open workout too. And then if I'm just thinking benchmark, I love Helen. It can sometimes present some challenges as a perfect benchmark to run because of just like where people set up in the gym and stuff like that. But I love Helen. I love any like 5K day. I think that when CrossFitters don't like to run, or they're like, oh, I just don't run, I think it really bothers me, because I prioritize running. I think it's important, as I know Dave probably agrees with.
I run a mile every day before working out. So
Are you still doing that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, always part of my warm up. Oh, look, Matt Souza, $1.99 for Nicole's patience. I'll Venmo you $1 so we split this after the call, Nicole.
What? Okay, what is this?
You can donate money on these channels, so it goes to my YouTube.
Thank you,
yeah,
Souza.
and I'll make sure to send you the 99 cents or the $1. Teffy, this is to Nick. Any suggestions on how to welcome new trainers to the community? Internship, evaluation, shadowing classes, being a member first?
Yeah, I'm actually about to kind of go through this. These are the sorts of things that I feel like I'm just now starting to learn. It's like 8 years in. I feel like I'm just now starting to learn how to run a gym, kind of, and there's still a lot to learn. I think one, I got
to say this, and I got to say this just to follow up to the last one. This is great. Souza cheaping out. Can't even buy a coffee for $1.99. So true. All right, back to the Teffy question. Sorry to interrupt, Nick.
No, that's fine. I would say try to like them first and kind of see where they're at, kind of express like the vision of the gym, what we're looking for, what it means to be a coach, kind of all those sorts of things. Then we've done, we'll invite them into our coaches training, our coaches development sessions. That's what we did recently. We had some of our newer trainers come in and like sit into our coaches development times, and then shadow, yes, and which I think can be helpful, but I think if that's all that happens, I think it's challenging. Then they'll kind of eventually help with part of the class, or like run part of it, but not the whole thing. Maybe they just lead like the movement warm up, but not like the general flow of the class. And then, gradually going up to full coaching. I love that Sevon's here. That's an honor. That's I spend way too much time.
Don't say that.
I mean, well, I just, yeah. I heard
Sevon. Have you ever got Sevon? You should have Nick on your show. Have you ever been on it?
We would go some that show. I would probably say some more inappropriate things on, but this I respect.
You go on his show.
I would go on his show. He would call me a Bible beater, is what he would call me. We'd go there.
I'm only here for you, Nick.
No.
Thanks, Sevon. Thanks.
Yeah. He hijacked our show. Good job, Sevon. Now you've hijacked our show. He said, Nicole, I don't know if you know this, but the other day on his show, apparently he said he went on, it was on his review of my week in review. He went on a rant about how I should not be doing these and I should leave this to the professionals like him.
Well, I don't know. I think that I don't know. It's not his lane. Different lane.
Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, do you have anything else? Or Nicole, your final question?
Ooh, final question. I don't know. What do you got, Nick? Yeah,
I'm wondering who that is too, because he's starting to annoy me.
I should look back at this person's comment and see.
I like him now. I do like him. Meanwhile, Sevi had a 3-hour show and no one was watching.
Okay, so all right. How about if we talk to you in 8 years? What do you want to be different?
Oh man, one, I would love to own the building that I'm in. That's the first thing. We're in a very short, like we're not in a long-term lease right now, so there's like a little bit of. It's not quite as settled. Like we're doing well. Like we're ready. Just got to find a new place eventually. So I would love to have some more stability there. I have so much to grow, so much room to grow in terms of systems in general. Just like we have, our gym is absolutely amazing. Like the heart of it, like our people are so and so welcoming. The spirit and the environment in here is just, I wouldn't wish for anything else. Where I do think I could improve on is helping make it a more and more like sustainable business for, if we have to move and rent doubles, like to be ready to weather those sorts of storms. Like we've always run things like very, very lean and which helped during COVID, but like I would like it to be where we could handle some challenging economics. So I would like to improve in systems. I would love, just see more of the fruit that we're seeing here, which is, people experiencing growth in their friendships, their relationships. We've had like 5 people, meet here and get married. I would love to have 15, 20 breakthrough marriages, just a bunch of babies running around the gym in a large permanent location that we know we're going to be at for a long time. And post-COVID and during COVID, we lost so many people, so many good relationships that have been here for a long time. And since then it's been a rebuild. I just want to keep doing life in CrossFit with the people that we've got now for the next 8 years and just have like those deeper roots, deeper connections, and all the fruit in life and in fitness that would come from that.
Sweet.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
For this question,
Thanks,
the answer is yes. Any CrossFit is better than no CrossFit. So even if you're getting it online, yes. Thanks a lot, Nick. Hope to see you on Sevon's show. And I won't watch it, but good luck on that. And Nicole, thank you. And
thanks, guys.
Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks
Happy
to all of
Thanksgiving,
those
everybody.
in the comments keeping this lively.
All right. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Dave.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.